Hey guys, it's AJ here from Spartan Fitness. How you guys doing? All right, I don't know if it's cold where you're two right now, but here in Calgary, Alberta, it is freezing out. It's beginning of October. We got some minus temperatures going on, a lot of snow on the ground for a couple days there, and I want some delicious stew. So I'm going to show you guys today how to make a beautiful, delicious, slow roasted Guinness stew. And the best part about this is the flavors it intensifies from that slow cooking. So what you're gonna need today, guys, is two leeks, 3 or 4 carrots, celery. What you want to do is chop those up into 2 centimeter chunks. When you do that, you want to also take your beef and chop that into roughly 2 centimeter chunks. I use a tougher cut because it's going to be a long cooking process for this. Don't use your sirloin steaks for this. You're just wasting it. So chop those steaks up into 2 centimeter pieces. And then you're going to take a Dutch oven and turn it up to medium high heat and add about 2 tablespoons of oil. Also preheat an oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So what we're going to do now is take that meat and cook it in batches so we brown on all sides. Once you brown it all, remove it and place it aside for now. If you need to, if there's not enough fat back in that pan or pot, add a bit more oil to it because we're going to brown the vegetables now. So add your carrots, your leeks, and your celery. Saute that for a few minutes. Add in your thyme, your bay, your clove, and your rosemary. Make sure you chop up your rosemary into little pieces. You don't want big chunks of rosemary in people's teeth. Never looks good. And then mix that in and give it a stir. You're going to let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until it's sweet and translucent. And then what we're going to do is add the flour to this mix. About 2 tablespoons, 2 heaping tablespoons. Once you add the flour, mix it until all the fat gets absorbed by the flour. Then we're going to add our beautiful Guinness stout. Pour that in. Mix it in a bit. Add the plum tomatoes. Don't worry about the full tomato. It will break down in the cooking process. And you won't even see it. You won't even know it's in there. Then add back into your beef and all the juices that came from your beef while it was resting. Throw that in there as well. It's flavor. Then add your beef stock just to bring to the top of the meat. Bring this up to a rapid boil. I forgot to do this, so it took a little bit longer to cook it. Put a cover on it, put it in the oven, and cook at 300 degrees for 6 to 7 hours. I usually like to take the lid off about halfway through. I find I like a thicker stew, and I like reducing a bit quicker, or a bit more. Once that's done, remove it from the oven, give it a stir, add some salt, pepper, and Worcestershire to taste, and that's it. You have one of the easiest yet the tastiest stews you'll ever have. My wife doesn't like stew, and she eats this up like it's going out of style. A good way to serve this too is also on some mashed potatoes. Pour it over. Really good, really warm, really filling. You know, you got that cold feeling to your bones from the cold weather we have here in Canada. This really helps out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.